amnesty promotes crime or promotes criminality, and whether infrastructural development is to be deployed heavily and massively to the Niger Delta region is some of the controversy or conversations we're having around here today as far as the 16-point agenda presented to President Muhammadu Buhari on the 1st of November by the elders of the Niger Delta. Justice. Murphy.
Let me tell you one
Let's look at those three things I mentioned.
You see, I want to quickly go on it as well. That's why I told you that these things are very easy.
Okay.
It's just because of the injustice in this country that is being perpetrated on some people or a region. Let me tell you the truth. Many Nigerians, as I speak to you today, do not want to know how much the president is earning or how much the governors are taking. They want food on their table. They want their children to go to school. They want shelter. They want the pump price of petroleum that affects everything in Nigeria to come down. Kerosene today, as I speak to you, is a liter 220 naira. Then what are we saying? When you begin to do some of, if for example, the Niger Delta or some people, they are complaining about infrastructure, you don't need to begin to have a meeting with them. You don't need to deploy the military there. You're asking for war. What do you need to do? Very simple. Begin to do those things. They are very easy. These things naturally are the dividends of democracy. I asked a question before. How many people from the southeast, from the Niger Delta region that owns oil block in this country? Answer the question. Secondly, and very, very vital information and the point. All the oil companies in Nigeria, they have their operations and they make their money from the Niger Delta. But their head offices are in Lagos and Abuja. Do you know the tax they are paying to all these states? Why can't they reside their head offices there? So that it can employ the children of that place. Can't we for once say the truth in this country? Why are we being sentimental? It's not about party. Like I said, it's not about PDP or APC. I said it earlier, even before I came here, that nobody should associate me with any political party again. Because I'm ashamed to even say I'm a member of this party or I'm a member of this party. As far as I'm concerned, there's no political party again in this country. Because what I'm seeing today are selfish interest groups that want to amass wealth by all means, in the expense of the people.
Murphy, is it a case of we should continue to fight criminality, like you've mentioned, with the heavy presence of military, while we provide social order by way of developmental aids? Is that the two-arm approach you preach, or a holistic, just infrastructural deployment to that area and take the military men out?
My brother, first of all, I don't know if you have been privileged to listen to me in other forums. I've always been, and I've said it here, that I've been part and parcel of this struggle, not just that struggle, but the genuine one. Then, when my brother said about oil companies operating in Niger Delta and having their head offices in Lagos, the bank that operates in his village, where do they have their head office? The Nigerian Port Authority. I'm talking about Tinkan, Wharf, and the rest of them. Where do they have their head offices?
It is different from this.
Have the Lagosians gone? Listen to me, please. Have the Lagosians gone to war?
Just mark the point.
Have the Lagosians gone to war? That so much money is being made from Lagos ports, yet the companies don't have their head offices in Lagos? The answer is basically no. What I am trying to say here is this. We have always had, look, the easiest way to identify insanity is when you see someone doing same thing the same way and expecting a different result. We have always had a agenda. I said it here. We had on Padek at a time, headed by Recopia, my brother. Recopia.
So
we know how
you've
it
been
ended.
part of these things now.
Yes.
I mean,
we had
both
NDDC.
the sharing and the sharing.
On Padek, NDDC. At the time, we had the Ministry of Niger Delta.
Yes.
13% derivation. The question is this, because even justice that is here, if you want to set up a business for your wife, even at that family level, I'm sure you want to start, there should be that humble and little beginning. And as the business grows, you can decide to invest more money. How well are we, the Niger Delta people, being able to utilize these funds that have come to us so far? That is not to say that I am not against the idea that the oil is being controlled by the federal might. That is why, as a lawyer that he is, I expected him to first of all begin to force our laws, which have made it so. I don't expect a lawyer like him to begin to tell me this is wrong, forgetting that there is a law that has made it so, that we must begin from there.
I'm listening very patiently and quietly, because I want you to drill down to those two issues that raised and clear that for me. In your opinion, and as you stand, do you think the two-pronged approach is what we need now, in terms of I'm taking out one of the agenda, which is the heavy presence of military, for instance. Yes. You think the military should continue, on one hand, to fight the criminality, like you mentioned, and on the other hand, deploy infrastructural development to that place, or a holistic infrastructural development while the military men are taken out? Which would you subscribe to, is what I'm asking you.
Let me take a permission for you to use our local parlance. I mean, Niger Delta, pidgin our language. Pikin when say mama no go sleep, you know what thing go happen to her. Pikin no go see sleep.
I don't know that.
I've told you. Pikin no go see sleep. So what I'm saying, are there heavy military presence in Lagos State? For now, no. There was a time Obasanjo was the president of Nigeria, and Obasanjo had to seize the allocation of Lagos State. Lagosians didn't go to war, but at the end of the day, they overcame that. At this point, what I'm saying, that is there is no smoke without fire. There wouldn't be heavy presence of security agents in the Niger Delta region if there are no problems. We had our son in Aso Rock for 6 good years. And these so-called leaders that he believes they are leaders were frequenting Aso Rock. Some of them were almost living in Aso Rock. They didn't address this issue. Rather, some became big contractors to federal. I feel pained. It's not a Niger Delta, so he doesn't even know how much pain I feel. They became contractors, became multi-millionaires and billionaires. My brother, that didn't tar a road in my village. That didn't even brought borehole to my village. So what I'm saying is, there's always an agenda. So at this point, we must be able to sit down together. Those who said they had a meeting with the presidency, did they consult the Niger Deltans at home?
But they're elders now. I mean, are you faulting the Constitution?
These are politicians. So what I'm saying is, the Niger Delta people, first of all, must come together within themselves and say, let's go this way. You had a meeting with the president in a democratic system. The legislators, the House of Rep members are not part and parcel of that meeting. Ordinarily, should they not be the one that should even go to the Senate and the House of Rep to say, this is what our people want? They should raise it from there. Good enough. This is even a better opportunity for we, the Niger Delta. Virtually, apart from Edo, that is being governed by APC, all other states of the Niger Delta are being governed by PDP, opposition party. So it's supposed to be an opportunity for them to present their case better in alliance with